Hey everybody, welcome back to Kotor Montenegro. As you all know, Julie and I use Kotor Montenegro as our home base as we travel through Europe. So we're in and out and we own a home here. So we're going to share with you our month of June here in tourist season in Kotor Montenegro. We spent $1,504 in total, more or less living like locals like we would normally. We still went out to eat. We still went out and had a good time. So stick around and we'll show you our month and explain our bills. For a recap, for those of you that are new to our channel, we bought our home in Kotor Montenegro in 2016, and Kotor Montenegro typically gets 300,000+ visitors every year. At least that's the way it was pre-COVID, and right now it's starting to look that way again. We're getting 1 to 2 cruise ships a day on average coming in and bringing tourists and visitors, and the Airbnbs are starting to fill up again. So we're here when the prices are supposed to be higher, and we decided, since we have friends here, we have a home here, we're going to act like we live here. Kotor Montenegro is a great place day or night, and returning home to Kotor from our travels, it gave me the opportunity to get together with a friend and just go grab a beer and chill for the evening. So a buddy of mine, Dan from the UK, that's an expat here, called me up. We went to one of his favorite bars here called Nitrous. It's near the South Gate, and it's a place for good music, loud music, and outside seating and craft beer. The average beer here is going to cost anywhere from €4 on the low side to €8 or €9. First morning being back, of course, I had to go and check out the beach and see what the water felt like. And by the way, this is free, and it's within walking distance of the old town, maybe about 500 meters. So now, while I was here, Julie was shopping. So let's go see what Julie bought. Okay, so what did we get today, and what did it cost?
€14.30. 10 eggs, tomatoes, a cucumber, onions, cauliflower, broccoli, an eggplant, carrots, bananas, and 2 different types of tofu.
Okay. We are often asked, because there are so many cruise ships that come and go in the old town of Kotor, does the town get overrun? And I would say I don't feel like that's really an issue. It gives us an opportunity to people watch, and some of the people coming through are quite interesting, and you see different people with different cultures and different peculiarities. So this is what it may look like if you're coming here and a cruise ship has come ashore. You've got groups of tourists that are flooding into the town, into the city, and you can see there's still plenty of room to move and get around, but it's definitely a different vibe when you have all the tourists here versus when you're just here with the locals. So we'll walk by these tourist groups, and we're going to go under the tunnel that takes you under the road, and this is a tunnel that goes from the cruise ships over to the old town, but it's also a great way to cross the street, and you don't risk your life trying to cross the busy road that goes in front of the old town. Parking can be pretty difficult, especially in the summertime. This is the parking lot we use. I take Abby over here, and I've been able to get a pretty good deal with the owner, so I'm not paying quite the full price on parking. Now, over here at the beach that I'm walking by right now, this is, again, about 500 meters from the old town. And if you want a umbrella and 2 chairs, you're looking at €15 during the summer. I typically just go with a towel, and maybe I'll bring a hat or an umbrella if Julie's with me. But the real purpose of this walk, a haircut. Back in Kotor Bay. So I'm going to where I got my hair cut before. She did a great job, but you can tell it's a little bit long. So it's time to do the do one more time, and I expect to get the same great quality haircut at the same great quality price. But it's right along the waterfront here, so just walk on down from Kotor Old Town and you'll run into Sapphire back over here, and that's where I'm getting my haircut today. This part of the budget would fall under miscellaneous. So this haircut is going to come out to €9. I think she does a good job, so I will continue to come back here. Now, the total for miscellaneous for the month of June for Julie and I came out to be $114, or approximately €110. While I get a haircut every month, Julie's the one that racked this month up.
Here.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Okay. I think it came out pretty good. It was a €9 haircut. When we go to Montenegro, we often seem to be running into our viewers, which is fantastic, and we get a chance to make new friends. So we don't always go out for full-blown meals and spend a fortune. Oftentimes we'll just go out for dessert and a cappuccino or a glass of wine or a beer, where we can just sit out and enjoy the evening, and there's always some sort of free entertainment going on nearby. But of course, if the entertainer is worthwhile, please give a tip. 355 years of history in this tree. Always have to go see it when I come back. I've seen it when it looks dead, and it's so beautiful to see it in the spring or summer. Now right next to this tree, if you're not paying attention, you might miss it. There's the movie theater. Many of the movies are in English, and you can see a first run movie for €3. €3. And this Jurassic Park, €4. Now, as many of you know, we're traveling with our two dogs, and when we come back to Kotor Montenegro, we want to be able to take them out to the beach. So here at this local beach by the old town, Arya's welcome, or at least there's no sign saying she's not, and as long as there's no sign saying otherwise, she'll be my partner in crime at the beach. Okay, so Julie's getting her haircut, and we're going over here to how do you say that? Frisky Salon.
Yeah, Salon Tallinna.
Okay, so we'll see the final results, and it's right out here on the main road in Kotor. Okay, love you. Have fun. With that €78 price, fortunately, Julie does this maybe once a year, but the results speak for themselves. What do you guys think? For those of you that follow us, you know that we travel with our dog Arya and our little half Chihuahua, half Yorkshire Terrier Katie as we go to different countries. And we take our dogs to a local park right on the waterfront, and they've become friends with a dog that I call Blackie. He started showing up in the winter, and he was a clean dog with his red collar on, and we see that he's out and about now, and it appears he is a stray. His fur has gotten long. He knows how to play fetch, and I do come to the park and feed him and give him water while I'm in Kotor. We just don't have room for another dog, and I've tried to put a rescue alert out there on the Facebook pages. But if anybody's going to Kotor or in Kotor and you're watching this and you see Blackie, he's a good dog. Please feel free to adopt him. I'm afraid that maybe the red collar might make people think he belongs to somebody, and so he's not getting help. And I didn't want to take it off just in case there was somebody out there, but I believe he just hangs out on the beach trying to stay cool in the day in the summer, and I'd like to see if we can find him a home. If you do take Blackie in, please leave a comment below so we know. And he's in the park in Kotor by the waterfront quite often, or by the beach that I take Arya to. So let's go ahead and get focused back on what it costs for us to be here. So now we're shopping at the farmer's market right outside the fortress walls here in Kotor. And to be honest with you, we've noticed a bit of a change in price during the summer season versus when we were here in the winter and other parts of the year. So we do feel like prices have got hiked up a bit, whether or not it's due to inflation or that there's a lot more tourists around, that maybe they're not identifying us as being more or less locals, and we wonder if we're getting the tourist price. So let's go ahead and lay down on the table what we bought and share the cost with you.
That one seems more smoked. Is that smoked maybe?
Okay, so we are back from the farmer's market. I'm going to give you two totals today. So Julie, for €22.65, what did we get for the veggies and the fruits?
We have a kilogram of cherries and they're magnificent. We have some mushrooms, a half of a cantaloupe, some carrots, some cucumbers, some lettuce, some nectarines, fresh, fabulous tomatoes you can smell. And this is a good red onion, 2 ears of corn. And then he said this was just a little over a half a kilo, I believe, or just a little under a kilo of apricots, and they are fabulous.
So it's €22.65. Let us know how that compares to the US right now. We feel like the farmer's market is a little bit more than we've paid in the past, but we think that's just inflation everywhere.
Yeah, and in the supermarkets here, some of this stuff just is not real easily available, so we're getting it here. Here is Ivor. If you haven't heard of it, it is magnificent. They make it mostly in Serbia and Montenegro. And then these are 2 sheep's milk cheeses, and this is my favorite cheese lady. And this total was €21.70. So we asked her for about 300 grams.
Yeah, 300 grams of each of those, so that's
Yeah.
600 grams. So a pretty good amount.
Yeah, so all in all, it's much more expensive than some places, but we do feel like we did get some serious quality.
And if you come to Serbia or Montenegro, this Ivor is fantastic, and you put that in with your eggs, it's super. Now, if you follow Julie and I on Facebook in our Facebook group, Warren Julie Travel With Us, you'll have seen some of these scenes that you're about to see, but this is some of the free entertainment that we get to see quite regularly looking out our window back by this church that was built in 1166. So if you haven't already, check out our Facebook group. We're also on Instagram. Now, we travel the world with our 2 dogs. We're trying to see what it's like to live in different countries, different places, and we're trying to share our experiences and expenses with you. So we hope that you're going to give this video a like and subscribe. And now we're going to go back to the mall and do a little bit more shopping so Julie can do another grocery load and share some additional costs. Now, there's several different grocery stores in the area. This particular one is the Aroma, which is inside of the Camilla Mall, which is literally about a 5 to 7 minute walk from the walls of the old town. And I hate to say this, but at this time of the year, it might be best for you to actually go to the stores that have the prices marked. If you're a tourist, you know you're going to pay the same as everybody else. We actually felt like we were getting a little bit better deal here on the price of produce than what we were actually finding at the farmer's market. We still like going to the farmer's market, but the prices definitely were higher than last time we were in town and higher than what's at the grocery store. So in this haul we have cucumbers, sweet potatoes, cauliflower, broccoli, bok choy, carrots, and yogurt. What was it?
€12.60.
€12.60? Now we'll bring these groceries home, and as we're heading back, I guess I'll share with you at this point, we spent $642 for the month of June while in Kotor, Montenegro, and that's for the 2 of us for groceries, with us eating home the majority of our meals. So we're going to get these groceries put away, and we did notice there was a celebration going on outside. Check that out for a little bit, but the plan was to get out to a beach, and this was our first time going to this one. It was about 30 to 40 minutes to drive, and it's on the Adriatic, and it's a somewhat remote area, and we knew we could bring the dogs there, but we heard about how beautiful it was. Now, when you do come out to this beach, it is €5 to bring your car in, but we thought that was a pretty reasonable price. And when I say beach, it is actually rock, and you can wade right out off the edge of these rocks and jump into the water. And it's typically calm here on this part of the Adriatic. And we have water shoes that are padded for this type of surface, and they're easy to swim in. Recommend you have them if you're coming out this way. But the water is very much crystal clear and beautiful and great for swimming. And if this is the last time you see a video from me, it's because Julie killed me after that shot. So we went ahead and had lunch here. It was €9.50. So the crepe, we got a cheese crepe here and a cheese sandwich. And we were pretty hungry, and they were not disappointing to have. So I really like that cheese crepe, and the cheese sandwich was good too, but I really like the cheese crepe. So let's talk about dollars. Our totals for the month of June came out to $1,504. $642 in groceries, $296 for restaurants, where we went out to eat about every other day and often went out for desserts, or maybe coffee or drinks. Parking, $116 for the month. Entertainment, $110 for the month. Fuel, $119 for the month. Miscellaneous, $114. Utilities, $107. So that's with about €7 a month for water, about €30 a month going towards internet and TV, and approximately €70 going towards electricity, with this being one of the highest months of the year. We do have approximately another $500 in other fixed expenses for life insurance, our United States bills that we have for our telephone, but also we have $205 a month that goes towards our medical insurance. If you are looking for international medical insurance, go ahead and send me an email at warrenjulietravel@gmail.com, and I'll send you a link for the insurance programs we use, and I do get a commission on that, so I would thank you. Now, as a reminder, Julie and I, we're retired. We're traveling the world with our 2 dogs. We're trying to find out what it's like to live in different countries, different places, and we're trying to share our experiences and our expenses with you. Sometimes we'll do real estate hunts. We'll interview expats. We'll talk to residency experts. And we're hoping that we'll provide you with information. So if you're looking at living abroad outside of your home country, you'll be prepared for what to expect when you get there. So we hope that you're going to subscribe, give this video a like, and until next time, have a great day, everybody. Bye-bye.